Hey everybody, welcome back to the Lachtech Musar podcast. We continue with the Pele Yoeitz. We are on page 261 in the Art Scroll Day 91 of Hachzik. In the middle of learning about debts, about chovis. One who is owed a debt by his fellow. So we spoke yesterday all about the loiva, about the borrower. He has to be zealous, make sure he pays back his debts, to make sure he has trustworthiness among people. He shouldn't press his fellow. There's a mitzvah in Devarim not to press his friend for payment. If he knows that he doesn't have the means to pay at this time. In a situation, even it's also to walk by the loive because it can make him feel bad. It can cause him anxiety. And even when he suspects that the man is a swindler, even if he thinks he's a swindler and it appears that he doesn't have the money, you still have to conjure up. You have to find inside you a place to be down the and say that don't press him. And therefore, one should never demand payment from one who claims he has no money to repay, unless he's certain that the man has money or something else of his value, land, movable objects. In such a case, he's not commanded to be merciful to the swindler, letting him consume his money. Rather, you can pressure him, you can coerce him. Into Bezdin, or in Bezdin, Yachav, Oisa, there, Koisha, you can bring him to Goisha court, Shetzi Namsu, Shalom, Chayva, Fil, Meglima, Dal Gaspe. Even when you're bringing him to court, you have to conduct yourself in a matter of righteousness, in a way that's proper, that will be Tiferes, earn him esteem. And try to go beyond the letter of the law. But if you believe that he's taka, he's a real swindler, and he doesn't intend to repay the debt at all, you can even take the shirt off his back. But if the borrower is an upstanding person who truly wants to pay back, but he's slowly accumulating the payments to pay back, not to press the man and lay claim to his house, Don't go after him, be aggressive and mamish squeeze him and take everything away from him. The guy's trying what you do. That it's not geschmack, it's not the ideal way of getting paid back. But if the only way the guy can pay you back is by giving you $1 every day, okay, so take it. That every puta will eventually add up and he'll be able to repay the money that he's owed. And if he can lend the borrower the means to do business and gain wealth on his own, this is the greatest mitzvah possible. The pasuk in Vayikra tells us if your brother becomes impoverished and his means falter, strengthen him. It's a hard thing because he borrowed money from you and now you're coming after him. But if you're able to do this, this is the highest form of tzedakah. And again, the same thing, this is again, talks to us, and we should conduct ourselves and realize that everything is from Shemayim. That just like if you give a halva to a person, you lend someone money, and you want to take the money from him, and rightfully so, you lend him the money. But we just spoke of different ways of being more accommodating, of being soft, of doing it in an upright, righteous way. We should never forget that Hashem takes into cheshbon all of these things that we do that are extra credit, all the things that we do to bend ourselves, to go lifnim mishra sadin for other people. And what happens? The way that we conduct ourselves towards other, this is the way Hashem will measure for him. The Gemara in Megillah tells us, we can't forget, each and every one of us, as we spoke at yesterday, we're truly indebted to Kadosh Baruch Hu. We are the ultimate borrowers, we're the Baal Chayv, we're in debt. V'oimi yichye im yirtzeh HaKadosh Baruch Hu shel ba'al choiv l'gbois es choiv v'tikif mi'abelim matana. Says the Yoeitz, frightening, startling words. Woe is to the person who will survive if Hashem blessed HaKadosh Baruch Hu, who is the creditor. We owe Hashem so much. Hashem is the creditor, we're the debtor. And if Hashem wishes to collect his debt immediately without waiting, it therefore is mechayev a person. It behooves every single person who is in a position of being the lender to be a extra nice person, to try to be, as we call it, b'midah tiferes, to be accommodating, easy when it comes to collecting loans. Why? Not only to be nice to this person, but also to activate the kindness of Hashem. We owe Hashem a lot. One bracha doesn't really do justice. We've spoken about in the past. Our entire life, all the mitzvahs that we do, doesn't pay for the tiniest hatava that Hashem does for us. So if you think about that, that means that we could live an entire life. We could rise, we can become tremendous tzaddikim. Hopefully we do. But that doesn't truly repay for one neshima, one breath. Think about our body for one moment. Just think from our eyes, our nose, our mouth, our brain, our bones, our organs, our legs. The chesed is, we can't comprehend the nisim of every second. So we can live our whole life, do mitzvahs galore, become tzaddikim gemurim, but it doesn't repay for the smallest hatava that Hashem gives us. So if we want to access Hashem's ultimate kindness and show Hashem that we're not achzarim, that we're not there to squeeze people, we're not there to go after people, we're not there to be aggressive with people, then Hashem, who's the ultimate creditor, and we're the ultimate debtor, if we want to activate, we want to tap into Hashem's kindness, and say, Hashem, maybe overlook a little bit. Maybe you can be a little extra nice. Yeah, I botched up. I didn't have a great day, week, month, year, 10 years. But you know what? Look the way I'm conducting myself. Look at my bin adam l'chaver. Look at this situation you put me into. I lent a guy money, he's not paying back. But I'm being nice. I'm overlooking, I'm extending. You're not just doing nice to that person, but you're ultimately accruing, you're ultimately activating the greatest kindness for yourself.